Art is temporary. Even the boldest, brightest expressions of human creativity eventually fade, get packed away, or replaced. That's why I'm here at Factory Obscura, before the doors close, before the lights dim, to preserve the story of Profitopia, an immersive world where capitalism and creativity collide. This is Archiving Contemporary Art.
Hi there, my name is Lindsey Cox. I am the lead artist on Profitopia, and I'm gonna give you a little tour behind the scenes, show you a little bit more about the space, and take you on a tour. Profitopia was created by my band Stepmom in collaboration with Factory Obscura as a unique way to release our new EP called Profitopia. And it was designed by all of these artists here as well. And it's a surreal corporate campus setting where a dramatic event has happened. There are clues throughout that point to what might have happened in the space, but if you do find some sparkly pink letters, it makes a password that unlocks the final clue video in the lab. We've also been including a digital scavenger hunt for people to dive deeper into the narrative. And we created this as a way to encourage people to imagine a world where corporate greed is obsolete. So come with me. This is the Profitopia lobby, and we encourage people to experience this kind of like a silent disco, where they listen to the music off of the EP as they explore the space. So we have these listening stations in each room. People can walk up, put on the headphones, press play, and it will play the song as you view the visual representation of the song. This is our little waiting room area. We have some magazines available for perusing. We made a stepmom zine. This has a lot of like artist bios. It has the lyrics to all the songs on the EP. Has some poetry by our friend Meg Carlisle. It also has some of the original inspiration boards for the experience, some of our original drafts of the sketches and Pinterest boards. And there's a lot of inspiration in here. We have our motivational wall, mirror wall. We were really inspired by Powerpuff Girls, SpongeBob. A lot of people have been picking up on those references. It also goes into depth about the stepmom creatures. We had some special creature nights during the run of this experience where these creatures would come out and interact with the guests. And they have little bios as well. And then this is the Profitopia magazine. And this is what we think Profitopia would write about, how to build your empire. We had our friend Meg Carlisle make some poetry out of some of the articles. A lot of the detail work, especially on this chair, was done by Cheyenne McCoy, who is the bass player in Stepmom. And then this is the reception desk, the big P logo on it. Our visitor sign-in log. This is the vending machine, and there's several items for sale in the vending machine. The top is what Stepmom is selling to the public, and the bottom is what Profitopia would sell to the public. So Stepmom is selling chaos candy, creativity capsules, self-love lozenges, and then Rejuvacorp, which is Profitopia in disguise, is selling youth enhancement yummy gummies, insecurity instant relief, disassociation drops. So the Barbie chandelier is the focal point of this room. We really wanted a big statement piece. As people walk in, it's the first thing they see. And it took a lot of time, and we're really proud of how it turned out. The Factory Obscura team helped us create the design for it, helped us install it. Barbie has been referenced and used in a lot of stepmom imagery from our very first single artwork for Paper and Wax, which featured a melted Barbie, and then our Barbie-centric music video, Damage Control. And Barbie represents the beauty standard that women and girls are told, like, this is what you're supposed to look like from a young age. And whenever we alter or destroy Barbie, we are taking back control of that narrative and saying that we don't fit into that mold and we don't believe anyone should be expected to. This is a diorama piece that Amber Ray Black helped us create. And it's supposed to be like a cubicle farm, and it has actual farm animals in it. And it also plays into the narrative because there's pink ooze coming from the ceiling, and it is infiltrating their workspace and turning all of the animals that the ooze is touching pink and sparkly and fun. And we wanted this to be kind of like if you're at a factory or something and you're overlooking a window and you see all the workers below. That's kind of the effect that we wanted to make. And the mirror in the diorama helps it look infinite. And then we also have this fun little plant that Amber also helped us create. And the little weebles have turned into birds, and you'll see these around. It has a little nest. And then behind the desk, this TV is supposed to kind of act like a computer monitor. We have some while you were out notes that Bailey Pelletier from our band plays keys. She drew these up. And if you read through them all, you kind of get a sense of the narrative behind Profitopia. There's also some voicemails on the phone that you can listen to.
An emergency has been declared. Please calmly evacuate the campus. Again, an emergency has been declared. Please calmly evacuate the campus immediately. Thank you. Goodbye.
Fun fact, this calendar is my mom's calendar from 1990, and it has her handwriting on it. She wrote her dad's birthday on October 4th. Looks like she has some credit cards she needs to pay off on certain days. This little Game Boy is a custom stepmom game that you can play. And the goal is to help TV Head collect all the pink ooze and to avoid the hush money and the evil businessmen along the way. And it was designed by our friend Bradley Morris, and then Barney Carper, who's on staff here at Factory Obscura, put it in this little Game Boy. We have some documents that need to be shredded. And they are workers' comp documents, specifically from Bounce House Wednesday. And this bell works. Okay, we're gonna go. I'll talk a little bit about the music. So the song that correlates with this room is called Welcome to Profitopia. And it was designed to be kind of lobby music. We had this space in mind while we were writing that song. And we wanted it to feel like just traditional, like elevator lobby music that is interrupted by a voice over the Profitopia intercom making announcements to their employees. This is the employee lounge. You can play a game of Barbie foosball. We replaced all the little men with Barbie torsos, and you can actually play it. We have another listening station here. The song that correlates with this room is called Survival Mode. And that song is all about not having enough time to process your emotions and live your life in the short amount of free time that we're allotted as a society. And so this room kind of comments on that with the big screens that are trying to suck your attention. And the lounge aspect, we just want people to be able to take a break and relax, but you're constantly being inundated with commercials and screens. So this is the employee lounge bulletin board. There's a ukulele for sale. This is the Spirit Week, Large Business Week events. Bounce House Wednesday is on there. So you'll see several references to Bounce House Wednesday, which is one of my favorite Easter eggs. This is the kitchenette. We have a microwave here, got Barbie spaghetti cooking. And as you walk through, you'll find little pink sparkly letters. So there's one right here, it's a C. This is the mini fridge. So the stepmom creature Pip is notorious for stealing people's lunches. And so someone had to write a note to tell Pip to stop stealing their lunch. And we have the water cooler. This little diorama was created by Amber Ray Black. And they're just little weebles having a good time on an island, relaxing. We have this pink ooze coming out of everything, the faucets. And then this is the TV wall. It's, I think, one of my favorite features of Profitopia. All of the visuals were custom designed for this. We pulled pieces from our past music videos. I also created some custom visuals for it. Lauren Mitchell created the stepmom logo, and then Todd Clark animated it for us. And it just kind of glitches between different scenes. And I think scenes from our past music videos also play into the stepmom realm that we're building. So it all kind of adds to the larger story. And this is the couch. And on the back side, Cheyenne McCoy, our bass player, hand stitched this on. And it took her a very long time to do. I think it's incredible. We have our little hang in there poster. And then there's another sparkly pink letter over here as well. It's an E. And in each room you'll find the Profitopia values posters. Pre-incident, all of the values posters say profits all the way down. Post-incident, stepmom has sabotaged all of the posters to say take back your time, people over profits, community over currency. Those are the values that we believe truly matter. And we're gonna come into the employee gym. Another listening station here. The song that correlates with this room is Heavy Lifting. And it's all about not carrying the emotional burden of other people. And so we have all of these stuffed animal weights that people can play with. And it's really fun to see little kids in here pumping iron, because they can. And a lot of people, when they walk in, they're like, oh my God, it's just like SpongeBob, which is very true. We did draw influence from SpongeBob for the stuffed animal weights. But yeah, we encourage people to just get right on here, do a few reps. Whoa. We have our little exercise bike here. This just blows cool air at you. It's very lovely. Some yoga mats. We have some workout videos playing on the TV. And then all across the wall, pre-incident, these are the motivational words that the corporation Profitopia would have used, which are words like strength, conquer, win, power, dominate. And then post-incident, stepmom has sabotaged this room to put up motivational words that we believe are important, which are empower, equality, exist, connect, collaborate. We really wanted to juxtapose like the hardness of what like a gym typically would be. Like, it's very much male dominated. It's very, like I said, like hard and strong. And we wanted to make it soft and warm and fuzzy. This is the hallway. We have Employee of the Month. Pip is our Employee of the Month every month. And this is also another reference to SpongeBob, how he's always Employee of the Month. Just because everyone loves Pip. It's hard not to love Pip. There's another letter here, T. And then you also see these extraction bots roaming around. There's one here, and then there's one on the wall over here. There's two over here. And they are escaping from the lab. And you'll see why. We have a restricted area sign. And this is where the incident has occurred. As you can see, the pink ooze is originating from the extraction machine over here. And this is where Profitopia, which is Rejuvacorp in disguise, is testing the pink ooze that they have harvested from their employees. These extraction bots go and extract the creativity from their employees through their ears and brings it back to the extraction machine. And this is the lab where, yeah, they're testing the ooze. They're trying to harness the creative chemicals that is contained in the ooze for their own profit. And then they sell back the remainder of the compound in the form of health supplements back to their employees and the general public. So that is like the big secret underlying this whole experience, is that Profitopia is a corrupt company with a sinister secret. And as you walk through, you can kind of put the pieces together. But there's another pink sparkly letter here. And if you put all of it together, it makes the word create. And then you can type that into the computer so you can see the final clue video. There is a secure file here. Create. It pulls up the video.
We are the product being sold. Profitopia's extraction bots have been siphoning our creativity, harvesting it from every employee and turning it into pure profit. Profitopia, Rejuvacorp in disguise, has perfected the process. Their extraction machine filters the creative essence from the ooze, transforming it into every imaginable health supplement, but it's a facade. They hoard the creativity for themselves and sell us the scraps. But we've finally uncovered the truth. This exploitation must end. To stop it, the creativity they stole must be released back into the world. But once it's free, there's no turning back. I believe if I feed the machine a data input it can't comprehend, like music, it will malfunction. Everything the ooze touches will revert to its original true state, before corporate greed, before Profitopia. It's time to set it free.
So that's that. And then as you can see, the machine has been sabotaged. There is the floppy disk that I inserted in the video. And the ooze, it couldn't comprehend the data, and so it has exploded. And the ooze is coming out, and it's being released back into the world, and everything that it touches turns stepmomified. If you press this button, it also shuts down the extraction machine. And it comes back up. And you can also touch this. There's some dioramas that Amy Reardon in our band created. And here. Something that I don't think a lot of people know is that this microscope functions. If you flip this down here, and you can see what glitter looks like under the microscope. And it almost looks like stained glass. This is shipping containers filled with the Rejuvacorp products that they are shipping out. And there's an invoice there as part of a clue showing that they are sending these products out to other corporations and companies. And then this is the science board showing the creativity compound and optimization plan, including the extraction bots. Then they bring the ooze back to the machine, and it makes the employees more docile when their creativity is extracted from them. We have this cool little retro TV here that my uncle donated, and we were able, with Barney's help, to get our logo on it, which is really cool. This is the specimen shelf. Artist Jasmine Jones helped us sculpt all of the pieces in here. And they're all nostalgic 90s items that people might be familiar with. This is supposed to show, you know, the lab. They are testing the pink ooze, and the ooze is taking the form of memories from the employees. This is the beauty standards file cabinet, and each drawer addresses a different beauty standard that women are inundated with at a young age. This one is all about makeup and cosmetics, having to alter ourselves. This drawer is probably my favorite just because of how the hairs bounce around in there, but this is all about body hair and the pressures to shave. This drawer has a bunch of clothing in it and broken glass, and this is supposed to reference body dysmorphia. And the bottom one has a bunch of broken clocks in it. This is sort of a reference back to our music video, Chaos Candy, where we break a clock. This drawer is all about taking back your time and going against the narrative that as women age, they aren't useful to society anymore, or as anybody ages. Yeah. And then this is the listening station for this room. The song that correlates with it is Self-Destruct. That's all about realizing that if you're unhappy with your life, you can self-destruct it and start over anytime you want. And that's kind of what this room is about. It's about starting over again, self-destructing, creating a new path for yourself. This lab table is where all of the experiments are happening on the pink ooze. So you can see they're testing how the ooze reacts in different situations. But also there's globs of it everywhere that have spewed out from the extraction machine. So this is kind of the aftermath of the event, which was sabotaging this machine. On this desk, there are a bunch of different lab documents and scientific documents that go into detail about the different experiments that the laboratory has been conducting on the pink ooze and how they plan to profit off of it. Thanks for coming along with me on this look through of Profitopia. You can listen to the EP on all streaming platforms. It is available, and keep an eye out for different iterations of this experience in the future.
Thank you for watching my video. This story was made possible by my supporters on Patreon. This video wasn't sponsored in any way, so if you'd like me to continue telling these stories, join me on Patreon, and I'll share sneak previews and bonus content in exchange for your support. Thank you again, and happy adventures!